Hi, welcome to the first ever Vital Signs 10-minute party. I'm going to show you the updates we've made to the site that I think you'll find most useful, including reminding you how to set up investigations and team accounts for your students. I'm going to be on a cruise track for the next 10 minutes, so please put any questions you have in the chat or send me an email. I'll send you a personalized response tonight. Maybe this quick webinar format will work for you, and maybe it won't. This is an experiment in how best to get everyone refreshed and ready for the spring field season, and I welcome your feedback. So here we go. On our new beautiful homepage, you'll see a scrolling marquee. Right now these are pointing to places on the site that underwent some really nice updates, mostly in response to conversations we've had with teachers and citizen groups. We're going to change this marquee content out as we need to point you to new resources, to great observations, and to upcoming professional development opportunities. So click buttons, click on these arrows, and you can go directly to the content that catches your eye. Underneath the marquee are 3 boxes which show the most common pathway that students and citizens are taking through Vital Signs right now. So first you choose a mission, a field mission or an analysis mission. Then you answer your questions with data and make meaning of what you've done, and then create projects, share findings, and connect with the Vital Signs community. And at the bottom of the page are still the most recent observations that have been published, and this is now showing you the number of comments that have been made on each. And these are very new observations, so not many comments, but we are very encouraged by the number of comments and conversations that people are having on the site. So get involved with that as well. All right, so back to these 3 boxes in the middle. Let's choose a mission. We'll start here. Missions were new in March of 2011. They're a way for you to frame your Vital Signs work and to put it in bigger context of a scientist's question. They are not required, but it's strongly encouraged. The research questions on this page are of particular interest to scientists or organizations, like the Department of Environmental Protection, the Casco Bay Estuary Partnership, the Maine Forest Service, University of Southern Maine scientists. These are all questions that scientists want your students help with. So you can browse through this page, and when you find a mission that looks interesting, you can click on the button and find out how to get involved. So let's go back to the home page. You can always get home by clicking the logo in the upper left-hand corner. So now after you've done your field mission, you're ready to publish your data. So let's go up to our My Vital Signs page in the upper right-hand corner. This My Vital Signs page has, it still summarizes all the contributions that you've made, all the observations that you've made, all the comments that you've made, and projects and curriculum resources you've contributed. The upper left is a little bit different. Now there's this Getting Started box in the upper left-hand corner. So these get you as quickly as possible into publishing your data online. So right now you'll see I'm logged in as a citizen scientist, so the only thing I can do right here is publish my data. I do not have educator and leader powers to set up a new investigation or to set up team accounts for other people or students. So what I'm going to do now is log out of this citizen scientist account and log in as a teacher so you can see the teacher powers that you all have. So I'm now logged in with my teacher account. I see my username up here. I can go over to the My Vital Signs page. And now this the button that was gray is now blue. So I'm an educator and I have powers and permission to set up investigations and team accounts for my students. So that's what I'm going to do right now. Click right there. Okay, and these pages should look familiar. I'm going to put something in all of the required fields. So bear with me as I enter this information. Okay, I'll scroll down and hit save and continue. And the equipment tab comes up next. Your equipment is saved from your last investigation. If you have any changes, make them. If your equipment has stayed the same, click Save and Continue. And then here we are on the Teams tab. So this is where you set up accounts for your students. So if you have existing teams who you went out with, say, in the fall and it's the spring and you want to use them, those same teams, you can grab an existing team from that little box, hit Add Existing, and the site will add that username to this investigation. Something else you can do now in this little box that you couldn't before is you can select a number at once. So I can hold the Shift key down and click again at the bottom, and you see that you can grab a whole bunch of user accounts all at the same time. It saves you tons of time. If you want to add a new team, you click put in a username, put in your password, confirm your password, and then say create and add another team. So make sure that you're recording in a separate document all of your team usernames and passwords, and if you want a list of students that are assigned to each team. For privacy and security reasons, our Vital Signs site cannot make those lists and print those lists out for you. So I'm going to finish and review my trip. And you don't need to do anything on this page. At this point, you're done unless you want to change or update things. You can update your trip investigation data up until the point when your first team publishes, and then after that you cannot edit anymore. So on this review page, it also gives you some nice links to the resources you need to go out in the field, including a new chaperone guideline document. And all of your teams are down at the bottom. Again, you can edit and add teams up until the time one of these teams publishes, and then you're done. So I'm going to go back to the My Vital Signs page just to show you that when your teams log in, they're going to have gray buttons here. They're not going to be able to click these for citizen scientists or educators and leaders. What they will do is under this teams, they're going to start entering their data below. They'll follow this green arrow down to the investigation that we just put in and click Edit Finish, and then they'll be able to start off entering their place data and their species data in there. Okay, if you need help with setting up your investigations, you can call me or Christine anytime. Don't hesitate. We're always here. All right, back to the home page. So once you publish, it's time to do something with your data. It's time to make meaning of your data, and it's great we have this bigger database that you can use to figure out what your data mean. Start trying to answer your questions. So I'm going to click here on Answer Your Questions with Data, and this takes us to a new mission analysis page. Once again, these were new in March of 2011, and they're just getting better and better. So there are questions here like how are invasive species changing over time? Is my local ecosystem healthy? How is this invasive species affecting biodiversity? So like the field missions, you can click Analysis Detail button right here to get a step-by-step for how to do these analyses. And many of these analyses are using the map, and the map is updated. So let's take a look. Go to Explore Data and then Map Data. And you can see these clusters right here. These purple clusters mean that there are 49 observations under here. There are 29 observations clustered here. We do have some points out to see, as you can see. So I'm going to change my search right here. I'm going to type in Oakland, Maine, show all data, map it. And I zoom right in. So I'm going to zoom in on this cluster of 83. I'll zoom in on this cluster of 27. So here are 27 observations or more. And if I click on one of these found or not found markers, then I can learn more about this particular observation. If I were to click here, I'd get the full observation detail with the field notes and evidence statements and all that. Okay, so back to the home page for one more thing. Under the Create, Share, and Connect section here, I won't go through it, but once you finish your investigation, students are doing really creative things with their results and sharing them back with the community. So if you click on this section, you're going to see a list of popular projects and how to do them, everything from videos and public service announcements to making species cards and programming with Scratch, blog posts, and lots of other great multimedia project ideas are in this section. And the last thing I'm going to show you is we're celebrating data quality now. So check out this Best of VS section. This is a place where you can go to check out the best stuff that's up there. One more moment. So we've heard from you all how useful and motivating it is for students to see and critique data before they collect their own. And it's really important for us to be showing off and highlighting the incredible data being published. It's really some high quality data on our site. So this shows the best sketches, the best evidence photos, great field notes, written evidence, comments, projects, everything. So we want this page to grow, this library to grow, and we can't do it on Sarah and Christine power alone. So please send us links to the best work that your students do this spring, and we'll get it up here. All right, time's up, or it was up. So thanks so much for experimenting with me. If you have questions or feedback on how this worked or it didn't work for you, please send me an email. We listen to you guys and try to make changes based on what we've heard from you. So email me anytime. I love hearing from you. I'm going to get this party started again. Thanks a lot.